Better Call Saul. So I just finished season 6 of the series, the prequel to the Breaking Bad hit series, and it was definitely really good and very interesting to go back and see how all these characters became what they are today. I'm gonna. This is basically gonna be a ranking of all the characters in the series. I do plan on making a season ranking for like all Better Call Saul, Breaking Bad, and then El Camino. But yeah, warning before everything, I'm not gonna be too sure of all the characters' names, but I'm gonna make sure to give like a brief, relations of who they are. So first let's start with a lady I don't know, but she was there for um Mike's group therapy for when he lost his son, the grief therapy. She was okay. I'll put her in C tier. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about her. Then we have one of um the Salamanca family henchmen. He was in the first season, and then I believe a little bit in the second season. He was eventually killed off by the twins. He was, a solid henchman. He was pretty funny too. Some of the things he did. Um, this is Mrs. Bentley or whatever. It's the family that Saul was trying to hire, but yeah, I didn't really like her very much. She was kind of bitchy. Then we have Oakley. I'm pretty sure William Oakley. He was a pretty funny character. I'm not gonna lie. He expanded on the lawyer verse because that's what Better Call Saul kind of was, expanding on lawyers and stuff. This is the camera guy, the of the three high school trio that was helping Saul with his commercials and stuff. He was a pretty okay character too. Um, he could go there. I mean, he was funny. Then we have our first S tier character, Chuck McGill. So, uh, the whole storyline of you know, Saul and his brother Chuck, it was very emotional for me, especially when Chuck eventually, got killed off in the series because, I was currently going through a similar experience. But yeah, Chuck's a great character. I love how, the whole OCD thing, it was unique. And, eventually the whole plot twist of him actually hating his brother, that was a pretty good rivalry there. Season 3, the reaction with Saul and everybody, that was pretty good too. Yeah, Chuck's just an S tier character. You don't really got to say much. Um, then we have Cliff. He was kind of a background character. He just expanded the lawyer verse as I've been saying. So yeah. Then we have the other Bentley or whatever. I can't remember the last name. They weren't very interesting characters. They were only in season 1. So I'm gonna just put him right next to his wife. This guy, he was first hired by Mike as a bodyguard. No, 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 no. He hired Mike as a bodyguard, obviously. And then there was a whole thing with the baseball cards where Nacho stole his baseball cards. Kind of a meme character, to be honest. He can, I'll put him up a little bit. He's a B tier character, solid. Um, this is Gus Fring's personal doctor. He was in the episode where, um, can't really remember, but they did go by Gus's family and everything. I think Mike did get injured. I'm not gonna lie, and he got sent there. The stab wound. So yeah, he was. I mean, he's okay. We don't. He kind of played a cameo in this series, to be honest. Yeah. Chuck's doctor. I don't. Not that she was a bad character. It's just how you gonna rank her over 2 scenes. This girl, she was also funny. She's part of the 3 high school commercial trio. She was good. This girl, I believe her name is Lynn or something like that. She was kind of the annoying girl for White. No, Cliff Maine. She was the I can't think of the name right now, but yeah, she was there. Our boy Ernie, that's his name. He's going in A. Very goated character. Oh my god. Her name is Rebecca or something like that. Please don't hate me in the comments, but yeah, she played a very big role in this series. I love that we got to see how she met up with Saul to become her secretary, to become his secretary. That was pretty good. Yeah, and she kind of played a whole role throughout the whole series. So yeah. Then we have Gale. He kind of played a cameo as well. So I mean, it was a good cameo. I'm not gonna lie, but I can't really put him, an S. So I guess I'll just I'll A for now. That's all I can do. Um, this is the lady. I know there's a couple old ladies that were in it, but this is one of the ladies that actually died. So she was in that sad commercial for Saul. I'll put her in, B. She was funny with the dolls or whatever. Our boy Gus, solid S tier. Expanded on him so well. He was like a main character, to be honest. So yeah, Gus goated in Better Call Saul. Another great, amazing cameo was having Hank, because especially after his death, it was so great to see him again. Um, Another thing, how you could see like all the Breaking Bad characters were older for this series when it's supposed to be a prequel, especially with Gus, because Gus had so many wrinkles, and it's like if you go back, he looked like a young kid back in Breaking Bad. But yeah, Hank, he I'm gonna have to put him in A along with Gale. Great, amazing cameo by Hank. Then we have Hector Salamanca. I'm going to say the best part of season 1 for me was seeing him not paralyzed, because he was actually a very menacing villain, very funny character. I know, the whole thing with him and Gus, but yeah, he was really good. I'm going to give him an S as well because, I loved him in season 1. Um then we have a very overhated character, which is Howard Hamlin. I'm gonna say I actually just finished season 6 like about 20 minutes ago, and yeah, our boy Howard really stepped up, going an S tier for me, because the way he went out, it was just as shocking as Hank, to be honest, because our boy just you know got killed out of nowhere. You know, it was a very shocking moment. So yeah, I'm gonna put Howard in S. Huel, he was very good. It was good seeing him. He played a bit of a more major role than some of the other characters. I'm gonna put him in A just because I don't want to put everybody in S, but yeah. Then I really don't gotta say nothing. Our boy Jimmy, Saul, Victor, Gene, all faces of Saul, great, amazing protagonist. I feel like he really was the best character to pick for a sequel. They kind of did put Mike as the protagonist as well, so yeah. Saul, amazing. Then we have Bolsa, I believe his name is. Never really liked his character. He kind of seemed like the side villain, if you know what I mean. Like he was already a side villain, but he seemed like a side villain to the side villain, So he didn't really do much for me. This was Howard Hamlin's secretary. We didn't get much from her. I mean, she was in the scene where Howard was going all crazy, so you could put her in C. This guy is one of the workers for the meth lab. He was a bit okay. I mean, he had some drama. Kaylee, I believe her name is. Kaylee Ehrmantraut, A tier character, goated. Kevin, he was okay. I mean, he was, a little mid. Some of the things I didn't really understand in this series, but, I guess it's the whole Peter good part of the series. Then we have Kim Wexler, amazing side protagonist to this series, because she really is the perfect partner for Saul. They explained everything perfectly to how it leads up to Breaking Bad, and then the finale is phenomenal. I really like that. This is Crazy 8. Um, he was kind of a side character, so I mean, I'll put him there for now. Lalo, top 3 best antagonists in this whole series. Beautiful. This was a random store guy, okay? The twins were really menacing, I'm not gonna lie. They're gonna go in A, just because that whole scene when they first met Mike and they were looking at his freaking granddaughter like that, it was one of the top most badass scenes in the whole thing. Lydia, she wasn't really, that big of a character. I mean, she was more of a cameo. Um, this guy, I can't remember his name right now, but I know he was one of the funny meme characters. The way he said that to he said something to Hector Balls. Lyle, his name is Lyle. Yeah, he's gonna go in A. Crazy funny character. This is Nacho's dad. He was okay. I'll put him here. He was all right. This is actually Saul's childhood best friend. His death was very, impactful. He can go right there. Mike, the other protagonist to this series, in my opinion, because the whole first season was like about Mike and Saul. Those are the only 2 people we knew. So yeah, beautiful. The whole expanding on Mike's backstory too was just so good, bro. The way he took out those police officers, the way we got to see the death of his, like, we didn't really see the death of his son, but we, learned about what happened. His speech too, of how it's like, I broke my boy. Goated, bro. Goated. This guy was kind of a joke character. I can't think of his name right now. But yeah, he could go right. I mean, you know what? He could go up. He was pretty funny. Nacho, another S tier character. Crazy. Like, I don't know if he was really a villain or a good guy. But yeah, he was a very, amazing character. One of the 2 characters that Saul actually mentions in Breaking Bad, which is Lalo and Ignacio, which is Nacho. So yeah, very S tier character. The way he went out too, crazy. This is the salon girl. She could go right there. Saul's freaking secretary. Paige, Kevin's partner, Kim's friend, goes right there. Chuck's wife, D.L., the way she treated him. Stokely, I believe. No, Schweikert. He was alright as well. He's kind of a side character. This is the audio guy of the high school trio to finish that out. They were funny. He was pretty cool as well. He goes in B. Stacy Ermintrout, she goes in B. Now you know what, she goes in A. She was, it was good to expand on her. Gomez, A as well. Crazy. Our boy Trevor, also known as Simon in The Walking Dead. Crazy cameo by him. Just because a lot of people say those 2 verses are connected. I mean, he kind of does break that, unless this guy Trevor has a brother named Simon, twin brother. But yeah, this is the other girl, another lawyer. I don't know. I'll just keep her in C. Our boy Tuco was very good in this series, but he was only in season 1, which was a big bummer because Tuco was only in season 1 and a both series. So I really I wanted to expand on him more because I really wanted to see him and Lalo interact with each other because their personalities are just so different and unique that, seeing them together, I wonder how that would be. Tyrus, he was okay too. He got a little fatter, I see. Well, no, that was Victor, actually. But Victor goes right there. The vet, he was funny. He came in there when there was a lot of when there was trouble, you know who to call. Not Saul, the veterinarian. This was Kim's old partner. Werner Ziegler. His death was very tragic. It was, just showed how Gus and everything, how it could be so scary. Yeah, he was okay. Don Bolsa, he was, I never really liked his character. He was menacing, and he just seemed like another villain that they threw in there last minute. Um, this is Mrs. Bentley, I believe. She's, she was okay. I like the whole storyline with her and Saul with the sneakers. This is Howard Hamlin's uh, wife that we didn't really learn about till season 6. So yeah, I can't really rank. I'll put her in B, but I can't really rank her. These are the new characters that were introduced. The security guard, he was funny. I mean, he kind of reminded me of the one guy from Home Alone. I'm gonna get so much hate for not knowing this guy's name, bro. Um, what the hell was his name? Chris. I don't know. I'll think of it at the end of the video. But then we have Jeff. Jeff is gonna go in A. He was the way they changed his actor was kind of confusing for me. This girl and L, the way she did that to Saul, horrible. Yeah, all right, yeah. So we're done. That's another Dawn Bolsa right there. Yeah. This is my ranking of the Better Call Saul characters. I didn't. Heisenberg wasn't in here. Jesse wasn't in here. There were a couple characters like Marie wasn't in here. Yeah. So obviously we can't really rank them because they're all cameos. Like same with Hank and Gomez and Lydia. Yeah, those are all kind of cameo characters. So they are in the same verse, so it makes sense they would be in the series. But they're just cameo because they didn't do much. They just showed themselves. But yeah, I really like this series. It was a beautiful continuation to Breaking Bad. I mean the ending bittersweet, but so satisfying. You know, Jesse's still out there. So I mean, I'd like to. I know we had El Camino to kind of tie things up, but we don't really know because they did mention, you know, the only ones left were Saul Goodman and Jesse Pinkman. So maybe we could see something of we didn't see nothing with Skylar either. We didn't see Skylar in this or Walter Jr. So maybe we'll get something with the three of them. Holly. Kind of like Breaking Bad, Next Generations. But anyways, guys, this is my ranking of Better Call Saul. It's been SSJ Benj. Peace.